So just briefly, ReflACTION is a group of people, it's a group of individuals who come together to contribute to change in the way of working in humanitarian crisis.
Our main aim is to provide quality service for people affected by conflict and war. So the main purpose is to improve quality of services. So basically that is why we organized the reflection session together with other actors today.
And the question we are having in this group is, how can we work together so that all the capacities are brought in? When we work in humanitarian crisis, how can we listen to each other and then act upon what we have heard, what we have seen, and what we have felt when we listen to other people?
We are listening to the community because they have their own idea, their real situation of the problem, and they could really have a solution for themselves for the appropriate solution.
In a situation where understanding becomes a problem because of language barrier and many other culture, diversity and the rest of it, what can make us overcome that is putting more efforts in understanding and learning.
Many organizations will prioritize sending money to implementing activities, and yet this critical planning process is the most important. So it is good to also invest or vote money to facilitate the whole process, and when we listen, let us implement them.
Well, the forum brought many people together from NGOs, donors, national NGOs, community groups, which created a unique opportunity to share experiences and also to learn from senior experts.
It's the first time now that we brought the reflection idea also into Africa, and so I'm so happy that we had this forum here, co-hosted also with Kulika and Malteser. And I'm so amazed that all the big group of more than 90 people picked up the ideas that we need to change towards more locally led response to crisis and displacement so nicely, and they even push us now to do more action.
And the forum was great, as we could immediately dive into the topic of community-led response to crisis. People here were ready to dive into this topic. They could connect to this topic immediately, and we could have discussions at a very high level. We could go deep, and it was refreshing and inspiring. It was really a great experience.
And had direct communication with other organizations that without this forum, maybe I wouldn't meet with directly face to face, like ECHO. You know, they sit very high, they look like donors, but through this platform, they are all on the same level, no organization, no titles. We're like people looking for the same solution. It's really amazing for me. It's a good experience. The fact that there are refugees who are involved means there's first-hand information from the people we are trying to design for, that they are part of us, that we are designing actually together with them.
What I like is that we have some very concrete examples of real community-led response that everybody can learn from. I think it's a very nice atmosphere. I think people feel that they can share and meet people, and it's a learning atmosphere.
Wow, I like the forum so much. The time I came, I was just green about anything. I don't know anything, but now when I entered the forum, when I started sharing with the colleagues and how the facilitators are facilitating, so I found it very, very unique, and I found it like I'm now totally different.
I've gotten to learn so much, people's experiences, most especially in the aspect of how do we relate with the community, how best can we intervene in the community by letting the community engage, other than us thinking we can provide a service to people minus engaging them. So I've learned a lot, how best to listen to the community, how to use their strengths so that we best use what the resources they have to help them in case of any crisis. I've realized that initially I would do my work from a certain angle, provide the service, provide the service, provide the service. this is the service, this is what I have for you, the community. Take it or leave it. Yeah. But right now, I think since I have that mantle, I'll not even try, I'll listen. Then from their point of view, I'll intervene. I think that is the take from the community, from this learning, this forum.
We have discussed issues of participation and involvement of the communities themselves. And why? Because the communities themselves have the solutions, have the resources before even we come in as humanitarian and development partners. We have also emphasized the importance of listening, the importance of listening to the communities rather than us coming in to prescribe what they need to do. No. So valuing their capacities, knowledge, experience, and also cultural diversities.
I have also learned that from this forum, it's very, very important for me to listen, to have a very good listening capacity of the voices of my community where I am working into. I also learned that within the community that we're in, there are some cultural beliefs. But those cultural beliefs, we should also be like engaging the community to see that those cultural beliefs should not also take them away from the response that we are trying to do.
I will be able to share all the things that I have learned, especially like the participatory one and then the new innovations led by the community themselves.
These sentences, like listening to the community, let the community lead, are not just sayings. That it really reaffirms for me that this is what works. And all these other things that we think work don't really work. But that is what really works. And it's hard to say it because they're phrases we repeat all the time, but what I carry away from me is this like renewed faith and trust in that.
We've been talking about bottom-up approaches, but I think this ReflACTION Forum has brought in a better meaning and put more quality to what we call bottom-up approaches in our engagement with the local communities.
What I will take away is improving partnership with the local actors.
It's vital to include the community in everything you do. It can never be a top-down approach. It should always be bottom-up. And funders, donors, organizations have a lot to learn from communities on the ground.
And as a takeaway for Malteser International, I think the most important for us was that we really learned that we have started already with a new approach in participatory approaches on PFIM is one we have learned here again, People's First Impact method, that we want to scale it up even. And not only so far we have piloted in some countries, but now we really want to have the drive now to bring it forward, not only in Uganda, but also in other countries around, to really have a stronger impact, to take more time to listen and to really bring from the voices to the choices that the people decide themselves about their future.
Yeah, what I take away from the forum is that there is a lot available on community-led response. There's a lot out there that we can take from. There are methods, there's knowledge, there are people who are doing this already, there's good experience among some people, so it is there, it is available. And it's applicable to crisis contexts.
This ReflACTION Forum has created new energy in us, the participants. Energy to network with other people, energy to do things better, and energy to, with a mind, with a focus of seeing the people we serve improve on their lives more than we had ever done it before. This, I believe, will concretize the already grown passion and commitment that the forum participants have exhibited. So we don't want it to die in the forum, we want it to grow beyond this day. So we are already looking at ReflACTION 2020 and beyond.
So it's been very informative, very educational, and quite inspiring.
Our voice is being heard now.
If you engage with local communities, you have to listen to their voices, you have to make time to build trust, because without that, you're not gonna end up anywhere.
It has been like an eye-opener.
So it's all there, we just need to take it, we need to get into it, we need to make it ours, and then move on.
We are having this network, we are having this platform, we are having this group to take this agenda forward.